We are back at it again here with another video with the Invest for Tomorrow. To the first time viewers and investors, welcome to the channel. To all subscribers, welcome back. Here we are with the SPY, the S&P 500 index, continuing to fight to hold support here above the 495 area. And in today's volatility, our SPY buy at 8:25 a.m. sent out a bear indicator, and from that moment forward, outflows crossed the midpoint to the downside. Pure weakness there on 42 vision, and put options went up 100% plus within an hour, guys. If you guys want to receive this clarity and edge of the charts, you can now gain access to it as well. The link is down below in the description to the 42 vision indicators, getting connected over to our bots, and becoming part of a growing community of investors, all looking to learn and grow together by receiving this clarity and edge over the charts and using these resources to maximize in either direction, whether stocks are going up or going down. So here we are with the SPY, the S&P 500 index, continuing to fight to hold support. And in today's video, we're going to break down the key levels I would watch going into tomorrow. But before we do, I want to share with you guys the home run opportunity that was mentioned this morning over at the Discord. So the home run today was spectacular and beyond expectations. And if you guys want to know about these stocks early on and receive this clarity and edge of the charts, you can now gain access to it as well. The link is down below in the description to the 42 vision indicators, getting connected over to our bots, and becoming part of a growing community of investors, all looking to learn and grow together. So the home run today was from our Apple bot. Our Apple bot at 9:30 a.m. sent out a bear indicator, and from that moment forward, outflows crossed the midpoint to the downside. Pure weakness there on 42 vision, and put options went up 50% plus within an hour, guys. If you guys want to receive this clarity and edge of the charts, you can now gain access to it as well. The link is down below in the description to the 42 vision indicators, getting connected over to our bots. We look forward to having you join us, and we strive for opportunities like these every single day. Let's jump into these charts. Here we are with the SPY, the S&P 500 index, doing a full transition from the rip area to the dip area on Friday, trying to come back up to dark green bars and back down to multiple dip areas here within 42 vision. If this is your first time coming across the channel, this is 42 vision, which allows us to see the dips from the rips to the dips, and where the strength and weakness lies within the charts. And we also use our bull and bear indicators and inflow versus outflow as an extra layer of confirmation, which I'm going to pull up here and you can now gain access to as well. The link is down below in the description to the 42 vision indicator, getting connected over to our bots and becoming part of a growing community of investors, all looking to learn and grow together by receiving this clarity and edge over the charts and using these resources to maximize in either direction, whether stocks are going up or going down. And in today's video, I'm going to pull up the inflow versus outflow indicator, which adds that extra layer of confirmation and gives us that edge within the volatility. So here we are with the SPY stock, the S&P 500 index, under a bear indicator since the 501 area, breaking through support from Friday at 498 and coming down to hold the support here so far today at the 495 area. And it's not only the SPY pushing downwards, you also have the QQQ under a bear indicator at the 432 level. And if we look at Tesla, same thing. It's been under a bear indicator. It double topped up here around 202. Full weakness here on these charts. Lots of people watching here as it's approaching a critical support down here of 190. It bounced off of it, and it's going to be crucial if a bull indicator pops up to cancel out this bear indicator going into tomorrow. And same thing here with Apple, right? Bear indicator since down here at 184. It's gone all the way down towards the 180 area, some of the lowest levels that we've seen, and back down to a key support since earnings, right? So these are some crucial levels here to not overlook, and I will be watching them going into tomorrow. So here we are with the SPY, the S&P 500 index, on the 30-minute under a bear indicator. If we zoom out and look at this from the 1 hour, same thing, right? Full transition from the rip area to the dip area of white with red borders. We talked about if it didn't hold this support, the next piece of the transition from red bars would be white with red borders, and it hit it down here, and it's trying to come back up so far with red with green borders, and it's still under a bear indicator here since 502, right? So if this staircase effect continues and inflows follow, it's going to be crucial for that bear indicator to get canceled with a possible bull indicator, and I will be watching that going into tomorrow. Now, when we zoom in and look at this within the volatility of the 15-minute, we could see here how a bear indicator has been dominating since Friday at 501.78. It found support here as it broke through key support levels 498, 495, and it brought itself back above it, and now a bull indicator has popped up and confirmed here in the after hours at the 496.40 area, and I'll be watching if this staircase effect can continue and if this bull indicator strength rolls over into the 30-minute and 1 hour, and if those inflows follow, which I'm going to pull up the inflow versus outflow, and I'm going to break down the key levels I would watch going into tomorrow. Here we are with the SPY stock, the S&P 500 index, with outflows below the midpoint since Friday. We were looking at that. Outflows hit lows here of negative 3.5, and we were looking if inflows could pick back up, but they needed to cross the midpoint. You could see here how things continued downwards, and the weakness continued as those outflows continued to pull away from the midpoint here on the 30-minute, hitting lows down here of negative 4.0, and right now inflows have tried coming back up. So far back up to negative 1.35, and they're green, and it's going to be crucial for it to cross the midpoint and continue this staircase effect and start reflecting that strength if these inflows cross over into the charts, trying to retest key resistance levels. Now, when we go ahead and look at the 1 hour, this is really crucial here in the bigger picture as the inflows have picked up sharply at negative 1.06 after being at negative 4.5, and it's coming up very quickly, and I'll be watching going into tomorrow if these inflows can cross over and continue to try to reflect that strength into these charts and eventually cancel out the bear indicator with a possible bull indicator. Now, when we zoom in and look at this within the volatility of the 15-minute, the inflows did cross over after being dominated by outflows all day. Inflows are back above, but we have here outflows starting again, right? This is going to be crucial because if this crosses downwards, it can quickly start to reflect that weakness into these charts. Now, what are the key levels I would watch? Well, the first thing is support, guys. If these outflows cross over, reflect that weakness into these charts, and roll that weakness over into the 30-minute, the first support is 495, and then below that, if the weakness continues, then I'll be watching 493 to the 490 area. Now, to the upside, it's going to be crucial and critical for these inflows to stay above on the 15-minute, switch from red to green and pull upwards, continue the staircase effect, reflecting that strength into these charts, going ahead and retesting those key resistance levels, getting these inflows to pick up here on the 30-minute, back above the midpoint, and continue to push up the 1 hour as it's getting closer to the midpoint. I'm going to be watching these levels very closely here on the inflows of the 1 hour, the 30-minute, and the 15-minute, and I'll be watching if these resistance levels continue to get tested. So these are the key levels I'll be watching to the upside and to the downside. The bull and bear indicator is going to be crucial, and the inflow versus outflows, I will be watching them closely as they're trying to head towards the midpoint on the larger time frames and back above on the 15-minute. As always, guys, thank you guys so much for watching, and let's make some money.